Good evening, everyone. Let me ask you something. Have you ever just opened your phone just to check one message and then suddenly realized 45 minutes have passed? You've been scrolling, liking, watching all sorts of videos, but by the time you put your phone down, do you even feel better, or do you sometimes feel drained, anxious, or even a bit empty? If that sounds familiar to you, you're not alone. In fact, you're part of a shared experience millions of people are living every single day. Social media is designed to keep us engaged, but what we rarely talk about is how it's affecting our mental health in general. The problem is the hidden cost of the connection. Social media has fundamentally changed how we communicate, compare, and even validate our lives. What once started as a way to stay in touch with friends and family has evolved into a digital world where we curate identities, compete for attention, and measure our worth through algorithms such as likes, comments, and shares. Yes, it does help us connect across distances. It helps us share ideas, raise awareness, and find communities. But there's another side, a darker side, one that has contributed to a growing mental health epidemic that many of us don't even realize we're part of. According to the Pew Research Center, over 70% of teens say they feel pressured to look good online, and nearly 60% say they feel overwhelmed by the drama and unrealistic expectations social media creates. Even among adults, heavy social media use has been linked to increased anxiety, depression, and feelings of isolation as well. Why? Because we're constantly exposed to filtered, curated, highlighted reels of other people's lives. We scroll through endless images of vacations, perfect bodies, success stories, and seemingly flawless relationships. And even when we know it's not the whole story or the whole truth, it's hard not to compare. Have you ever posted something and kept checking to see how many likes it got? Maybe felt a little sting when it didn't get as much engagement as you thought it would, or as much as you hoped it would. That's not weakness. That's a design feature of the platforms we use every single day. These platforms are built on the same psychology that drives slot machines. Variable rewards, meaning you never know when you'll get the next like, comment, or message. Keep you coming back. Your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical. Every time your phone lights up, and over time you start craving that hit more and more until you just can't take it no more. It's not just social, it's science, and it's taking a toll on millions of lives every day. Personal impact could be a shared struggle. Let's be real. Many of us have felt it. The anxiety after seeing a party we weren't invited to. The pressure to post something just to stay relevant. The subtle but constant comparison to people who seem to have their lives all together when in reality they don't. Even sleep, one of the pillars of mental health, is under attack. How many of us scroll in bed until our eyes blur? How many nights have ended with a mind full of noise instead of rest? This isn't to say that social media is evil, it's powerful. But like any powerful tool, it can harm or help depending on how we use it. The good news is you can regain your control. While it's going to take some time, you can get there. We don't have to be controlled by our screens. That's a choice that we make. And there are practical, achievable steps we can take to reclaim our peace of mind every time we feel the urge to reach for our phone. You can set boundaries. Not everything has to be shared or seen. Schedule dedicated time to be off social media and to be on it. Try using screen time limits, turning off notifications, or even doing a digital detox weekend where you don't get on social media the entire week. Create tech-free zones like the dinner table or even your bedroom. Curate your feed. Your feed should feed you, your mind, your heart, and your spirit. Unfollow accounts that make you feel anxious, inadequate, or angry. Follow creators who educate, inspire, and uplift. You are allowed to protect your space and your mindset. Be mindful. Pause before you open an app. Ask yourself, why am I doing this right now? Is it boredom, loneliness, procrastination? The more aware you are of the why, the more control you'll have over in the long run. Connecting in real life is a huge thing as well. A heart emoji is nice, but nothing compares to a real conversation, a shared laugh, a hug. Make time for face-to-face interactions. Build relationships that don't need Wi-Fi to thrive. These aren't drastic changes, but they are powerful ones. They are choices that add up to a more intentional, more grounded life. Visualization, which we're going to be doing the fork in the road. Now, I want you to imagine something. Imagine waking up and not immediately reaching for your phone. Imagine starting your day with a stretch, a deep breath maybe, even a journal entry or a real conversation. Imagine scrolling less and living more. Not missing sunsets because you're too busy trying to capture them for your story. Not measuring your worth by numbers on a screen, but by the peace you feel in your own mind. Wouldn't that be amazing? On the other hand, imagine doing nothing. Imagine continuing down the same path. More hours lost to scrolling, more comparisons that steal your joy, more nights disrupted by the glow of your screen. Emotional health slowly eroded until one day you realize how far it's gone. So there's one thing that I am wanting to ask of every single person watching this video. I'm not asking you to delete every app or throw your phone into the ocean. I'm asking you to do just one thing. Audit your relationship with social media. Track how much time you spend on it today. Notice how it makes you feel. Where in your day do you feel most drained, and where does your phone show up? Then take one small step to reclaim your peace. Maybe it's muting one account, turning off notifications even, or maybe even leaving your phone in another room during meals. Whatever that step is, take it. Do better for yourself and your life. Because social media is a tool, it's not your identity. It's not your mirror, and it's certainly not your master. Let's start using it that way, on our terms, for our well-being. Thank you so much, and I hope everybody has a great day.